So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Caution is being thrown to the wind. He misses with that jab. This is a high-octane battle. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice lead hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punching. He blocks that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Nice round, good round, I like it, I'm happy. Good man. Buddy, what are you doing?
And there's the bell to start round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Switched off completely. I need to focus. Would you take him out? He's too tired. He's not getting back up. Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down, calm yourself down. Come on, breathe, breathe. I need to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back, but you're still letting your power shot. Good work. Don't forget the jab. Listen, you switched up. What are you doing? You've been coasting for this entire work. You stay focused now. Don't let him back into... What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You've done all that work. Oh, that jab's looking nice.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Get your mind back into the fight, kid. Great round. You stay focused now.
On to the fourth we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Missing with the hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. These two fighters are made for one another. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A perfect counter shot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. That jab misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. That counter punch caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That's his round. Great. I love that. I love that.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? The perfect counter lands. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Jab slightly off target. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like he... And we enter the ninth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Work the body. Frustrate them. Take the mind off the chin. Take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body. Use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be.
And down goes Pacquiao. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
To make up.
There's the bell to start round 10. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Does well to block that left jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He just misses with that jab. Nice defense on that jab. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complained.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of defense here at all. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. How about that time counter shot? That jab misses. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round.
That's his right.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can't connect with that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. No rest for the weary. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The jab doesn't quite connect. A lot of effort being exerted here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.